Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, guys, we are back again to talk about Nintendo. But not just any Nintendo, we are going to be talking about Nintendo E3 2017. Now, Nintendo won in this round, so congrats, Nintendo. I am so proud of you. I know Nintendo didn't really did too well on last year's E3, but this year it was amazing. We have a lot of great games that has been covered, and some pretty surprising ones. So anyway, let's talk about some of the new Nintendo Switch games. First of all, let's talk about the new game that's coming out simply called Yoshi. So what this is actually about? It's about you play as a dinosaur named Yoshi, and you run around and there's like a 2D platform, and there's you can switch to a different platform. So I thought it's pretty interesting for this new Yoshi game that's coming out sometime 2018. Yeah, because a couple of Nintendo games will be released in 2018, like the Yoshi one I just mentioned, and there's a couple of games will be released 2018, which is I'm not really done yet with this Yoshi game. So anyway, it's gonna be a two-player game, just like what they did uh, with Yoshi's Woolly World. It kind of looks like Yoshi's Woolly World, but except you're kind of like an action figure, something like that, I guess. Because you're kind of like an action figure. You're playing like a little shy guy. No, a Yoshi. I'm sorry. You're playing as a little Yoshi, and will be released in 2018. That's gonna be a long time, to release that game to be released in 2018. So anyway, what's really cool about Yoshi is that Yoshi is also really creative with a bunch of materials they use like in the game. It's pretty cool to be creative with this Nintendo type of game called Yoshi. Well, they said the title is still gonna be working on it, but it will be released sometime 2018. Now we move on to the anniversary of Kirby. Kirby, who's Kirby? This Kirby. Happy anniversary, Kirby. Let me just put Kirby right in the front. So happy anniversary, Kirby. Kirby, happy anniversary. So I'm just gonna put Kirby in the front just because it's her anniversary. He or her anniversary. Because I have no idea what is he or she. I don't know. But Kirby's gonna have a new game. A couple of games released. They released a couple of titles for Nintendo 3DS. They're just based on Kirby Robobot. And now we have another game called Kirby. Simply called Kirby. But that one will also be released in 2018 as well. So happy anniversary, Kirby. So is the 25th anniversary of Kirby. So happy anniversary, Kirby. Kirby started in 1992, I believe, and then he became one of Nintendo's successful games. And I got Kirby got the 25th anniversary. And the couple of games will be released, like one for the Switch. It's a 2D platform. And what's really interesting about the Kirby game is that it's like a 2D game, just like any other Kirby game, but except you play as four Kirby's. But what's really cool is that you can transform into an enemy, kind of like another game has a feature. But I'm gonna save that for last. So happy anniversary, Kirby. Hope you have a great year this year, and next year you may have a couple of games released sometime 2018. And what's really cool is that there were some of the features that were supposed to be in Kirby 64, but they were just removed, and they just they put them in Kirby, the new Kirby games coming out. So that's really cool. And of course, Kirby has a couple of TV series. So it's called Kirby Right Back at Ya. He only has like a couple of seasons, and I guess they ended the series when Kirby goes back to his planet. Spoiler alert! Sorry about that. So anyway, so we got Kirby's anniversary. Will be released in 2018 for the Nintendo Switch. That is really cool. So now the next category we're gonna talk about is Splatoon 2. This one, the Inkling Girl. I also have a couple of Inklings to show you. Not just Inkling Girl. I also have Inkling Boy amiibo and an Inkling Squid. Just because the new Splatoon game called Splatoon 2 will be released July 21st. So it'll be really excited. This franchise was probably one of Nintendo's successful not merchandise, but yeah, I guess you can call it merchandise. But the most successful franchise, that was where I was looking for, is Splatoon. I know, because back in 2014, when Nintendo announced Splatoon, we were thinking that Nintendo was going crazy, like this product will be a failure. But when we played the game, it was actually pretty good. I never played for myself. I always wanted to play Splatoon 2. Oh my god, the original Splatoon. And then now it's getting a sequel called Splatoon 2. Will be released sometime this year. So, okay, repeat that again. Splatoon 2. That kind of sounds weird, but okay. Splatoon 2. It's kind of like you say Splatoon, but kind of jumps on ahead and says 2. Alright, so here you go. Splatoon 2. I don't know, but it's really strange had a sequel like that. Alright, one more time. Splatoon 2. Yep. Kind of feels kind of fun to say it, like when your tongue just skipped the letter and say 2. Okay, so Splatoon 2, they had a World Provide this year during E3. They did that with a couple of Nintendo games released that time, and then a new amiibos will be released as amiibo. We get an Inkling Girl, a new Inkling Girl, but except orange should be purple. Inkling Boy will be green instead of blue, kind of like this green amiibo right here. And then the squid will be most likely be purple. That's my theory. I guess it's gonna be purple. So anyway, what's really cool about this game is that it's a Nintendo Switch, and we're getting a new Splatoon game simply called Splatoon 2. Probably one of Nintendo's greatest franchise throughout Nintendo's history. So it's really cool to see this franchise keep on going thanks to the Nintendo community. So anyway, Splatoon 2 will be released again July 22nd. Well, sorry, July 21st will be released sometime in July. I guess July is a good year, isn't it? For summertime. Yeah, you really get it? But anyway, let's move on to the next game. So I'm just going to put Inkling Girl back in the slot. Now we have a new Nintendo game that's coming out sometime next year. Here we have the long-lost franchise called Metroid. Now these are Metroid. This is Samus. Oh my god, here's Samus around. Here's Samus. And then here comes Zero Suit Samus. Another Metroid, part of the Metroid game. So there is Metroid. So Nintendo just barely... Okay, let me move some of the stuff out of the way. I'll explain to these items just a second. So let me move some of the stuff out of the way so you can see the amiibos a little bit better. So put Mario here, Kirby right here. There we go. Okay, so Samus and Zero Suit Samus. So alright, Metroid. The game has been announced. Oh, two Metroid games. Metroid Samus Return and Metroid Prime 4. A lot of people are very excited for Metroid Prime 4. So it's pretty interesting to see this franchise continuing with the Prime series. I think Metroid Prime 1 came out on the GameCube. Metroid Prime 2 came out, I think, on the Wii and GameCube. Metroid Prime 3 came out in the Nintendo Wii. And now on the Nintendo Switch, Metroid Prime 4. A lot of Metroid fans are very excited for this long-lost franchise coming back to a new gen. So it's really cool to see Samus again. And if you really don't know why Zero Samus is there, well, actually, Zero Samus, he's actually wearing the Samus outfit. So, okay, you guys will most likely be confused who the heck is Zero Suit Samus or Samus. Okay, so this is Samus right here, and this is Zero Suit Samus right there with the blue outfit. That's Zero Suit Samus. The one with the armor, that's Samus. So her name was Samus in there, and then Zero Suit Samus was in the suit. So that was her for the entire time. If you didn't really know even not really unknown with the Metroid franchise. So yeah, so Metroid is back. Probably 2018 will be released, but they just announced it and they didn't show any gameplay of Metroid Prime 4, but people are just excited. So we got Metroid Prime 4 out of the way. So now the next franchise we are going to be looking at is ARMS. Just came out a couple of days ago, the same day as Cars 3. It was really cool to see Arms released in the same day as Cars 3. Well, and I really picked it up because I was so excited to see Cars 3. But don't worry, this is a Nintendo video, not a Cars review. So I'm sorry. I'm still thinking about Cars 3. Really good movie. Can't wait to see it again. Okay, so without any interruptions, so there is Arms. Unfortunately, they don't have any amiibos been released, so that's really sad. So anyway, at least it's one of Nintendo's greatest franchise. So what could possibly go wrong? So anyway, Arms is a new franchise, a new hit franchise for Nintendo. So really cool. I hear a lot of good reviews about Arms, and I feel good. Feels good with those good reviews of Arms. I know it's like kind of like a basic boxing game. Well, they also have a World Collide. Same thing with Splatoon 2. Same thing with that. They had that World Collide, and now Arms is doing one as well. The game will be released right now. So I don't know why they covered Arms in E3 because it's already out. Friday, same day as Cars 3. I'm sorry. Keep bringing back Cars. Alright, so anyway, alright, nothing else to say, but at least the game has been released. And there's a couple of new characters have been announced, so that's really cool. So, a couple of games has been announced, for Arms. I mean, Arms had a great successful to Splatoon. What is really interesting is that, what's really interesting is that some of the characters actually learn how to use like the controller as well. Like for example, Splatoon, right? They told us how to use the gamepad and the Pro Controller for Splatoon, and making one of Nintendo's greatest successes. And now Arms, they told us how to use the Joy-Cons correctly. It's kind of like the way how they teach us how to use the controllers properly with the game. So I thought it was really cool. Arms will take the place. Will be the next franchise from Nintendo. So it'll be really cool to see Arms again. So anyway, nothing else to talk about Arms, but at least it's a really good game. I mean, I haven't even played it for myself, so I hope I give it a try someday. So anyway, we got a couple of Nintendo games has been shown, like some racing sports racing game with a soccer. I don't know what that was, and there's a couple of games has been announced. So anyway, oh boy, I've been saving this for last. Well, I'm not really done yet because there's a couple of Nintendo games has been revealed. So now we are gonna get the crossovers. This is probably the strangest crossover, but I'm very excited for it. The biggest crossover, probably the strangest crossover in my opinion, but really excited is actually the Mario plus Rabbids cartoon. Not cartoon, I'm sorry, I meant to say the franchise, the game. So, if you don't know who the heck are these Rabbids, the Rabbids are one of Ubisoft's mascot they've been using for a while. And they were invented after Rayman came out. When Rayman was one of Ubisoft's greatest hit, they decided to make the Rabbids. Why they make the Rabbit? To distract the Rayman fans. So, pretty interesting. They're gonna have a crossover with the Mario characters. Now, of course, back in the day, there were some rumors about the Mario Plus Rabbids. I didn't really believe that at first, but when I saw like a couple of rumors showing up, so I was a little excited. But when E3 showed Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, boy, I was very excited to see this game. Oh my god, we got Nintendo's Mario and we got Ubisoft's Rabbids. Well, if you don't know who is Ubisoft, Ubisoft is a company that is a studio that actually makes the Rayman franchise, I think the Assassin's Creed and many others. A couple of games will be released. So we got Mario plus Rabbids. So it's really cool to see the Rabbids crossing over with the Mario. Probably like the strangest crossover, but it's really cool to see the Rabbids characters dressed up as Mario. So I was very excited. I was really looking for this crossover. So what this basically about is like Mario goes into his kingdom and he saw a giant blue portal, and suddenly he meets the Rabbids dressed up as Mario characters. Well, the Rabbids, they have some good humor, and that's why Shigeru Miyamoto likes the Rabbids because he's the biggest fan of the Rabbids humor. So if you don't know who is Shigeru Miyamoto, Shigeru Miyamoto is the creator of Mario. Yes, he created Mario, Yoshi, Luigi, Princess Peach, many other Nintendo characters, even Bowser, many other Nintendo characters. He even directed the Legend of Zelda. So anyway, this pretty interesting crossover of the Mario plus Rabbids. So I'm very looking for this gameplay. So the trailer, this is probably my favorite Mario trailer for years. This is probably my favorite trailer throughout E3. Like, is in second place. Who is in first place? I'll tell you for last after this category. So the Mario Plus Rabbids will be out August 29. I'm very excited to see how this crossover tournament about Walla Bomber. We had to go back in that same day. We have to go back for back to school. I didn't really want to think about it. I just want to think about my summer. So Mario Plus Rabbids will be available August 29. Yeah, so it's really cool that some of the Nintendo's long forgotten they brought back when the rabbits dressed up as different Nintendo characters, dressed up as Mario characters. It was really fun to see. And the pre-order, you can now pre-order now, and I feel like the game was kind of in a rush because they got the game ready, and I guess they really wanna finish the game name. Well, I want to save this for last. But I guess like I kind of feel like the Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle was quite of a rush. I'm a little worried it might be not good as like some other RPG. It's gonna be RPG, but we'll see how it turns out. I hope it'll be a good game. So, like I said again, I never played RPGs before. Probably my second will be Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So I'm very looking for it. Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle will be released sometime August 29, 2017. Now let's talk about the biggest category that people were really excited for. That's right, folks. We are going to be talking about Super Mario Odyssey. So, yes, the biggest reveal is Super Mario Odyssey. No, I'm not talking about that Odyssey. This Odyssey. Yes, folks, we're going back to Super Mario Odyssey, probably the most anticipated Switch game as well. Yes, I'm also anticipated for Mario Odyssey. I am very excited for this Mario game. And no, I'm not talking about that Odyssey you saw earlier. The Odyssey where Mario jumped off of a freaking dinosaur. Like, how in the world you got jumped over from a dinosaur? So, Super Mario Odyssey, probably the biggest reveal, Mario Odyssey. I was super excited when the trailer showed up. I was never expecting for Mario Odyssey to be shown on E3. Excited, super duper excited. So, they finally revealed the release date, but I wanna get to that release date later. Now let's talk about some of the new features that they were added in Super Mario Odyssey. So, Mario Odyssey is a action and adventure game. It's also a sandbox open world. We talked about that earlier. So, if you want to see my review of Mario Odyssey, my thoughts video Mario Odyssey, I will leave you to that link down below if you're interested. So, anyway, let's talk about Super Mario Odyssey. The second thought of the video. So, if you wanna see my first thought, I recommend that you go check out that video because probably my favorite video of this year. So anyway, Mario Odyssey, we got some new features. First of all, Mario can throw his hat to anybody. What can you throw? Well, how about if you want to be a Goomba for your entire time? Well, throw that cap and you could be a Goomba. You want to be a Hammer Bro? Throw the cap at it. You want to be a Cheep? Throw a cap at it. You want to be a human? Throw it. You want to be some other thing, something like that? Anybody. You want to try fishy pumpkins? Anybody. But there's some object that you cannot really turn to. But one can turn to a tank machine, I meant to say. He can also transform into a T-Rex you saw earlier in the trailer. So, very fun stuff, very exciting stuff from Super Mario Odyssey to be released on October 27, 2017. Wow, that's really soon. So I'm very excited how Mario Odyssey will turn out, and I'm super duper excited for Mario Odyssey. Probably my second excited move. Oh my god, probably my second and anticipated thing that's happening in 2017. Number 1 was Cars 3. It didn't really notice that. So anyway, Mario Odyssey turned into people stuff. That's really cool. And then now was the coolest part is that we can finally play the demo on Nintendo Switch. Well, at E3 if you have a chance to play it. So really fun stuff. And what's really cool, you can turn into an 8-bit Mario. Like this 8-bit right here, this snow globe I got. Yes, this was a limited edition snow globe, so that's really cool. So there it is. You can turn into an 8-bit. That's really cool. And you can turn into a bowling bell. Forgot to mention that. You can turn into anybody, even bowling bells. Turn into a human, bingo. Turn into a T-Rex, bingo. Turn into a fishy pumpkins, there we go. So turn to every single one as you want. And plus, at the end of the trailer, do you see Pauline? Yes, the only star Pauline of Nintendo. No, fun fact, in the original Donkey Kong game, the first girl you said that was not Princess Peach. You weren't supposed to say Princess Peach. You were saying by a different female named Pauline. She is a girl, probably recognized from the Donkey Kong from the 80s, but now she's a mayor, so that's really fun. And now today's time, now you will rescue the princess for the rest of the games. And yes, the weirdest plot is Bowser is going to marry Princess Peach. I mean, Peach doesn't even like Bowser, and Bowser wanted to marry Peach because she's pretty. I really don't know why, but hey, you know, that's just a little theory. Why does Bowser cannot Princess Peach? Does he have a crush on her? Does he wants her just because she's pretty or anything like that? I have no idea. But they're getting married. Mario has to rescue them. And now new amiibos are being released. Now the new amiibos we're getting Wedding Day Mario, Wedding Day Bowser, and Wedding Day Princess Peach. No, I gotta tell you guys, this will be a perfect cake topper for your wedding. Like imagine if you were Mario and you have like a wife named Princess Peach, or you have a girlfriend's about to get married. Buy the amiibo cake toppers. That will be funny. I can't wait to see that like on the Instagram or Facebook. But the Facebook, I still don't know how to log into Facebook. But it'll be really cool to see how people will be creative with these cake toppers, Mario and Peach. That'll be really useful for cake toppers. If you have if you're a guy and if you both like Mario, buy the cake toppers. That'd be so cool. Like if you're friend of Mario, and if your wife or your girlfriend has fan of Mario, plays a Princess Peach right there, and there you go, and voila. So, yeah, so that would be very creative. I know Nintendo's being a little bit silly with the wedding outfit. Well, what would Bowser do? Nah, nothing. So what's really cool about these amiibos, what they do is that when you scare them, you will actually turn into different outfits. And what's really cool is that other amiibo are compatible. Like let's say if you place a Inkling girl in Mario Odyssey, they will most likely transform into an Inkling girl, or Mario can turn to let's say Samus Aran, or he can turn into his brother Luigi. I'm very curious how would they transform into let's say a Kirby or a Yoshi. Very interesting stuff right there. So I'm very looking for this game, Mario Odyssey. And this game will be released sometime October 27, 2016. I'm sorry, 2017. I'm going back to the future, isn't it, right? But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like and subscribe. And hope to see you next time for another video. Peace out and bye-bye. And by the way, thank you for 40 subscribers. See you next time and bye-bye.